Hello, artful friends. So, I just got back from the park. I decided to go Pokemon hunting by myself after I got my Dr. Pepper. Because I have officially leveled up to level 28 on Pokemon Go. So that's been like the accomplishment of my day. Does anybody still play Pokemon Go? I know like a lot of people get really confused when I say that I play Pokemon Go because they don't play it anymore. What level is everybody at? Like, what has been your favorite Pokemon Go experience and whatnot? How are you level 98? I could not be that high of a level. Like, I play as much as I can, but man, you must be like in a good area. Where I live, I have to travel over 15 minutes to get to a place that's even relatively okay for Pokemon. And then I have to travel even further than that sometimes. So, like, I don't think I'll ever reach level 98 this year. I don't think there's a possibility. I was proud of myself for getting to level 28. But, I mean, I live where there is just, like, there are no Pokestops where I live. And there are only 2 Pokemon at a time that show up. So it's just, like, very difficult. And I have trouble since there are no Pokestops near me. I don't always get the streaks, which makes me sad. I'm not a good streaker. The Pokemon streaks I'm pretty good at, like catching them 7 days in a row. But doing the Pokestops, I fail miserably. I don't do very well with that. I try. I do my best. But it just doesn't do what it is what it is at this point. I've been playing since it came out, and I like it. It also kind of forces me to go out. Like, even today, I didn't want to go out. Last night was super rough. I didn't really understand all of what happened, but, like, I just know that I had a panic attack, and just things weren't good. But I didn't really want to leave the house. I didn't want to get out, sort of thing. But I really wanted to go Pokemon going, so I was like, no, I'm not sitting in bed all day and just, like, wasting away the day. I want to go Pokemon hunting because I need to walk my eggs. So I threw on my hat and I, like, got my Dr. Pepper at Sonic. And was like, and I got chicken nuggets. And I was just like, fuck you, I'm going Pokemon hunting, and there's nothing you can say about it. I want to go walk these fucking eggs, because I've had these eggs incubating for way too long to be sitting on my ass crying at home over bullshit. Not worth it. I like to have a lot more fun and go go do things for myself sometimes. And I'm trying to get a Togepi. But you can only really get those with 2K eggs. What Pokemon have you been, like, really wanting and don't seem to be able to get? Like, what's your favorite Pokemon? Do you have it already? Or are you still waiting? Because I feel like the issue for me is I feel like my phone must be bugged or something. And so Pokemon Go hears that I so badly want a Togepi. And they're like, oh, well, if we give him a Togepi, he's gonna stop playing. And so we can't give him a Togepi, because he'll stop playing if he gets what he wants. So I haven't got a Togepi yet. And it makes me sad. Have you ever felt like your phone or something is bugged? Because, like, something that you've said or something that you've done is then brought up somewhere and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, and I know there are coincidences, but there have been situations for me where I'm just like, you know, something bugged. Because I don't understand, like, my brother, he has, like, 3 Togepis that he's hatched, and I don't have a single one, and Togepi's my favorite, so I don't understand why he's able to get them, because I know they come in the 2K eggs, and now I have not received a 2K egg in months. I hatched all of my 2K eggs, and I don't have any anymore, so I only have, like, a shit ton of 5K eggs, and, like, 2, 10K. Which, I also think that my Pokemon Go is a little janky, because it doesn't seem to count correctly. Like, I don't really know, a kilometer's not completely a mile, but, like, I can walk tons of miles and it count like I didn't walk shit, and I'm like, what, why, like, why are you being like that? Oh shit. Yeah, I have to go right now to a thing to get a needle, which I hate. But that's part of life, I guess. I'm not happy. I always feel like I'm doing medical shit, and I hate it a lot. But it is what it is. I'm needle phobic, so I can't handle. But gotta do what you gotta do. And I gotta do this. I hate it. All my life right now is medical doctor shit. All the time. And I'm gonna have to get blood drawn next week, at the beginning of next week. And so, my neophobia, I'm just like, nope, I'm not going. I'm canceling the appointment. I'm not getting blood drawn. Nope, fuck that. So, I don't like it. Because I have, like, my counts are really bad and whatnot, so, like, they have to keep drawing blood and shit like that to just make sure that what's going on stays where I live and don't have, like, complete liver failure and all this other crap. The fun stuff, you know. Which, the only issue is, like, I was told by a nurse that once you turn 30, your body starts shutting down. So I'm like, well, I mean, I've only got, like, 5 years left, before my body starts shutting down. So, like, I don't, wow, I gotta go through all this. It's annoying. But It is what it is, I guess. Ugh. I gotta back up. You ever, like, do a really bad day of driving? Because that's me every day. I missed my turn today and ended up, like, in a completely bad area to, like, I couldn't turn around, I couldn't do anything, and I was just like, thanks. Appreciate it. But, yeah. That's how it goes. But, I have a video that I'm about to put live. It should be done uploading. I started the upload like a few hours ago, and it said it would take a few hours to upload, so I'm gonna see, but, I'm going to put that live if I can. I'm reading a lot of people who kick the nurses and whatnot. I have kicked nurses on accident. Like, I'm not a violent person. I don't want to hurt anybody, but, like, I accidentally did kick, and then I felt like Satan because I accidentally kicked her in the gut, and she was a very good human being, and she was very nice, and I felt horrible, and, like, could not stop crying and apologizing. Like, I feel like shit, I did not mean to kick you, oh my god. And she was just like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's really not okay. And she was like, you're needle phobic. I understand. You did not mean to hurt me. And I'm like, but I hurt you and I feel like crap. It's like one of those of, I know it's a, I know it's a stupid fear, but, like, phobias don't always have to make sense. I've never kicked a nurse on purpose. Like, I could not kick somebody on purpose. Even in situations, like, even if they were to be in my face and being a jerk and, like, really rude and whatnot, until they touch me, I'm not going to physically harm anybody. Like, that's just not who I am. I couldn't, like, I think, like, somebody could even get this close to me and yell at me and call me anything, and I wouldn't punch, I wouldn't kick, I would just kind of be like, okay. But if they tried to get, like, physically violent with me, then I'd probably, like, hit and whatnot, but it'd always have to be, like, they start it, and I would probably suck at finishing it, and I know that. Like, right now I'm 110 pounds. But most of my entire life, I've been 80 or 79 pounds. So, I don't think, like, all of my teenage years, I was under 80. Like, I was 80 or under. And then, like, all of my 20s, I was, like, 80, 82, 84, 86 soaking wet. But, yeah, I know that even if somebody were to, like, get physically violent with me and then I try to defend myself by also using physical force, I would be laid out. I'd be dead. Because, like, I've been punched, way, way, way in the past. But the unfortunate thing was the punch was so bad that my teeth x-rays, my jaw x-rays, you can tell I was punched. Like, I got punched 3 times in the jaw, and so, like, my x-rays, and it was whenever I was really little, and so, like, but you can still tell in my x-rays that I have this weird, like, knock area or whatever. And my dentist was like, what happened? I'm like, well, I think that might have been whenever whenever I got punched and whatnot. And they were like, that makes a lot more sense, because we didn't think that was, like, your bones just grew that way. I was like, no. Because, like, I had the same, doctor, or the same dentist, and so, like, it was, all of a sudden, my x-rays were going, like, this way, and then I had a little weird indents, and they were like, what the fuck? But yeah, I got punched really bad and laid out. Like, so I've never wanted to, like, risk getting punched again. Like, that was so awful of an experience. So I was like, I'm not a physically violent person. Like, even in my dreams, like, I've had dreams where I'm punching somebody because I'm mad at them or whatever. Like, they hurt, like, my dog, or they hurt, like, somebody I love. Like, and it's always, like, they kill them. So I'll get physically violent, but even in my dream, I don't know what it feels like to punch somebody. I don't punch people. So I actually have zero clue what it feels like to punch somebody. So in my dream, it's more of like I'm swinging my arm, but then, like, I never make contact, and I'm just like, and I'm angry, and I'm getting more angry because I can't hurt them. And, like, they're fine, and, like, I'm just kind of, like, doing that to them, and I'm like, what the fuck? I want to, like, punch them and hurt them, but yet it's, like, that, because I truly have zero clue what it feels like to punch somebody. I've never a day in my life punched. I've punched walls, but, like, a human being or anything like that, I've never punched. I've punched walls, I punched my steering wheel, but a person I've never punched. So in dreams, yeah, even I'm like, I have no clue how to punch somebody. I have zero clue. But I'm gonna put that video live, and I'm trying to, like, avoid this situation. I'm just like, do I want to go get this? Do I have to? I should probably just be like, do I have to do this? Is there an obligation to doing this? I don't know. I hate needles. I avoid them like the plague. If I don't have to get them, I don't get them. It's just like, really now. Needle or death. It's basically that. I'm like, can I avoid the needle at all costs? Like, I don't want this. I even thought about, like, if I had to get a rabies shot. Like, if they thought I had rabies, and they were like, you need the rabies shot, I'd be like, you know what, rabies doesn't sound that bad. I'll get the rabies. This is fine. Rabies doesn't sound that bad. Like, even whenever I had to get my eyebrows stitched, and they were like, you need to get the tetanus shot, because I was way overdue for a tetanus shot, and they were like, hey, because you were hit in the face with a sword, you have to get a tetanus shot, and I got the stitches, and that was way too much for me to handle, and I was like, nope, no tetanus shot, and they were like, you need this or you'll get tetanus, and I was like, tetanus sounds fine, and they were just like, it's really not, and I was like, it sounds better than the needle. They're like, it's really not, and I was like, good day, and I walked out without the tetanus shot. So whenever I hurt my thumb this year and had to get stitches on my thumb, they were like, you have to get your tetanus shot, because I was like over 10 years overdue for my tetanus shot. They were like, you have to get the tetanus shot, and I was like, no, and they forced it on me. They weren't gonna let me leave until I got the tetanus shot, because they were like, as doctors, they took the code that they will do no harm, and they thought that if I walked out of there without the tetanus shot, that I would be doing harm, and so I had to get it. Which I was like, it's my body. My right. Which technically, yeah, that's true. I could have walked out, but they were just like really telling me like you have to get it. You need it because it does a lot of damage to your body. So if you don't get it, so you need to get this. And I was just like, but it's a needle. But I don't remember the needle, so that's fine. I just know I got it, but I don't remember getting it, so that's nice. I don't even remember getting the stitches. I remember having the stitches, and I remember like needing to take them out. But I don't remember any of that. Which is nice. Which is nice. I just know, like, they were not gonna let me go. They were just like, no, you really need this. And I'm like, I deal with needles way too much. I don't want another needle in my life. And I asked them, I was like, can I have the baby needle? Because, like, sometimes if it's, like, certain shots and whatnot, they'll allow me to have, like, the baby needle. And even that I can't handle, but at least it's a little bit better. And they were like, no, unfortunately with this, you have to have, like, the regular needle. And I'm like, no. Don't want it. So they fought me for a long time on it. Kind of like what's probably gonna happen right now. I have to get this. What time is it? Time. Oops. Yep. Alright. I gotta go. I'll put the video live. If you didn't see the Sapphire Q&A video, you can go watch that because it's still up. And I'm gonna put another video live right now. So I'm gonna go because I have to. But thanks for all riding along with me and whatnot. Have a good day.